Good morning, good morning. Yep, teachers, they touch lives. Coffee Cup Chronicles, day 106. How are y'all this morning? Yeah, I'm a quart low right there, see? I don't want to spill it. I always got to show you there's coffee in that cup. Why? Well, I don't know. Why not? I'm teaching you. I know. It's corny. But listen, I thought about this morning after I got up. I went to grab a coffee cup, and I have to be honest now, I'm getting to the coffee cups to where I've been grabbing them when a story comes to mind. And then there's been a few that, I struggled with. Trying to remember what, when, where, how. Well, this is one of those cups. But the story came to me after I sat down. I believe that I got this cup. 2 plus 2 is 4. Teachers touch lives forever. Okay? I believe this was my mom's cup. She wasn't a teacher. Not right outright. But after she retired and after my dad passed away, she was in Clearwater, Florida. And she used to go over and volunteer 5 days a week. 2-mile drive. A little elementary school. And she loved those kids. She loved those kids. I got a picture up here on the wall. So she flew out to come see us for a little while. And we went to take her back to the airport to fly back out. Well, there was this beautiful red maple. And it was the fall time. It was getting ready to drop leaves. And she said, stop the car, stop the car. And I said, what? She said, go over there by that tree. So I went over there by the tree. And she got out and she started picking leaves off. And she was going to put them in her purse and take them back to Florida to show the kids that all leaves are not green. Because, see, in Florida, you don't have that color change thing. It was funny. And she did. The funny thing is, I stopped back after I dropped her off, after we dropped her off. And I picked, I don't know, 50 or 60, 70 leaves. And I put them in a box and mailed them to her. Because I wanted to make sure every kid had a red leaf. That was just me. But it was also my mom. It was my dad. And it's you. We're all teachers. We're all teachers. They got a couple of the good country western songs out. Like 4-letter word, where did you get that? I think that was Tim McGraw that did that. Those kids are watching you. Okay? They learn from you. They learn from watching. And then they do. And then they sometimes improve on it. Unfortunately, not all of it's good. Okay? I mean, I kind of already knew how to drive before I ever got behind the wheel of the car by watching my dad. Double take, double watch, double look, and always, glancing in the mirrors. He didn't have to say a word. We were watching Dad drive. Subconsciously. And sometimes consciously. I watch my dad come home every day. Kiss my mother. I watched my mother always have a cup of coffee on the table for him when he walked through the door. I watched my mom and dad hold hands on a couch. I'd walk in and there they were sitting, glittering life, when I moved back home for a little while. Folks, your kids watch what you're doing, and they learn. A lot of it's good stuff. Some of it ain't. That's life. You take away from your childhood what you can, good, and you take the bad, and you put it over. I used to say this all the time. You take that thought. Let's say it's a bad thought. Take that thought, literally take it like this, put it over here in the toilet, reach up and go, done. That's not a positive thought. You don't want that. We are what we eat. Well, guess what? We are what we've learned, and we are what we think. I used to get up every morning. I got up every morning. Of course, you get up every morning, Don. You get up every morning, you have coffee. Sometimes not enough. When I used to get to work at ECMC, I used to have a fella come in, and I don't remember his name. I just remember a bright smile, neat guy. Hey, Don, how you doing this morning? And I would go, wait a minute, let me check. Yep, got a pulse. You know what happened after a while? He'd walk in and say, hey, Don, you doing all right? And that was what he was doing. Exactly what I had showed him. Now, did I teach him that? Well, that's not the point. The point is, every day I get up, I check my pulse. It's a new day. Can't do anything about yesterday. It's done. It's gone. You can't do a thing. The words you said, the deeds you did, good, bad, and different, you can't change them. But you can make a better point today. And tomorrow, well, yeah, we make plans for tomorrow, but quit worrying and having anxiety about tomorrow. I got a poem down here on the wall. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Don't worry about it. I mean, make plans, do what you can, but don't. You got enough today, just today alone, to worry about. It's crazy. It's a weird thought, but think about it. Can't change yesterday. Can't take back that bad word you said. You get all bent out of shape about tomorrow. I forgot what the statistics are, but it's like 80 or 90%, more like 90-some% of stuff you worry about never happens. Why are you worried about it? Why are you going to get bent out of shape out of it? And there are some things that are going to happen that you can't change. Doesn't mean you can't try. But you don't have to worry about it and get anxiety about it. So anyway, teachers. We're all teachers, folks. We are all teachers. Y'all have a great morning. Oh, I got to tell you another one. I got to tell you about waking up. So I worked Jefferson City, Missouri. I worked the Unilever plant. I ran the food services there for Sodexo. I was the general manager. And we had this little old crouchy grandma come in. Her name was Helen. She was there every morning, 5:15. She didn't have to be there until 6. She would come in and she'd do the coffee, and then there was a little cup, and guys would come out of the plant, the overnight shifters, and they would come down and have coffee with her and sit there and talk, and they would throw some money in the cup or whatever. Yeah. It was against Sodexo policy, but you know what? They've been doing it for 20 years. That little lady worked 8 hours a day for me, and then she would go home for a couple hours, and then she went across town and worked for another food service 4 hours a night. And she'd go to stock car races every Saturday night. And when the stock car races weren't going on, she'd go out dancing. She was widowed. Her husband worked for the rail, so she was set. She didn't have to work. But you know what was funny about Helen? So I said to Helen one time, I said, Helen, how long you been here? And I forgot, and talking about working and stuff. And I said, why don't you retire? She said, honey, let me tell you something. She said, I get up in the morning. She said, and I get me a cup of coffee. She said, I sit down and relax for a little bit before I come in here. She said, I get the newspaper. She said, I read the newspaper. She said, you know what? And I look in the obituary section. And if my name's not in the paper, she says, I come here to work for you. Folks, it don't get any better than that. She's a great lady. Crazy, but great. Y'all have a great day. And you just remember, go read the paper.